Does your childcare business need an email list? What if you're running a small in-home? Do you really need to have an email list? That's what we're going to be talking about in this week's podcast episode. So welcome. My name is Christina Rizakos. I am the founder of this podcast. I am an early childhood educator by trade. I run a small marketing agency that helps providers and center owners with their social media marketing. I myself am an educator by trade, and I just absolutely love geeking out about all things online marketing. So today we're talking about email. Yes, email. It's still one of the best ways to stay connected with parents and keep your daycare or your center top of mind, okay? So why does email still work? Well, it cuts through the noise and it goes directly to your audiences. So there's no algorithm to trick. It's just straight value sent directly in someone's email. Okay. So what types of things should you be sending? Obviously, if you are running a small in-home or center, you always want to stay in contact with people that have either reached out to you in the past through your website or parents that are in your program right now, okay? So what types of things would you send? Well, try a monthly newsletter for starters, right? Things like sharing important reminders, updates on openings, maybe parenting tips. Maybe you could have a section where you can share your schedule for the upcoming month or the menu, right? There's a lot of different things that you can add in your newsletter to make it as developed or complete as you want, or just to kind of send something simple, right? It really does depend on you and the time that you have in your hands. But what I want you to take away from this is that it is a great way for you to stay in contact with moms and dads in your community, those that have shown interest in the past but haven't yet enrolled their child in your program, and obviously clients that are in your program right now. So regardless if you're running a small in-home or a larger center, having an email list and just sending out these emails is just so important, okay? So when should you send it? That's the other question. Like, I don't have time. How many times do I need to do this? Monthly. Let's aim for monthly. I would say monthly is a great start. You can definitely add mid-month updates or promotions as needed. But if you can really just focus on sending out this newsletter once a month, it's definitely a plus for you and your program, okay? So do you need some specific tools? That's the other question I get asked. What type of tech do I need, right? So you can sign up for a Mailchimp account or a ConvertKit account. They are both great, free, and beginner friendly, okay? You always want to be thinking about what types of things or updates does my audience or those that are on my list, what do they want to learn about more? What do they want to hear about more? And again, making a point to stay consistent when you are sending this out. You can give, tips on parenting, or maybe something's happening that's really, really cool in your community that month. Maybe you want to highlight that. And it's just a great way for you to add value to your existing clients, but also to stay in contact with those that have already reached out, for example, but haven't yet enrolled. So for one of our clients, we actually finished doing this for her. She has her website already set up, and she has her social media platforms as well. So every time someone, for example, finds her and lands on her contact us page, before we started working together, those emails just went to her personal email, even though she was running a center, and that was that. Like, she would reach out one time if they had a question, and that was it. When we got a hold of her accounts and her file, we wrote out a 5 or I think 6 email sequence, where that is basically is when someone asks her a question through her form on her website. We ask for their phone number and we ask for their email, obviously, and then we add them on her email list, and then the system sends out 5 emails that we have already pre-written and pre-scheduled in, right? So the first email, it's going to be something like, thanks for submitting, and then we kind of welcome them into her community, even if it's virtually. Then the next day, we are going to share more valuable things in this email. So we can share a success story, we can give a virtual tour, we can offer a discount if they take action within a specific date, right? And this goes on for, I guess, 4 or 5 days. You can do longer if you want, but I think 5 days is a good number. And then again, the goal here is really to nurture them, to make them feel comfortable, and to welcome them into your community, right? And then after that, if they still haven't taken action, then they get sent her monthly newsletter that she sends to all of her contacts, where she is again mentioning things and special events that are happening in her daycare or in her center that upcoming month. Okay, simple to set up. It's not as difficult as you may think, but it just makes a world of difference. Number one, to stay in contact with locals, clients, and those that are not clients yet. But number two, it just gives you that edge that I'm pretty sure your competition is not doing. It gives you that slight edge over them, because it's just a great way to not only show people and locals that you actually care, but that you're professional and that you're taking the time to invest in them and your relationship with them, and to make them feel comfortable enough to reach out, to reply back to one of your emails, and just to start that conversation. Okay. So if you need help with email marketing, or if you're wondering how we can work together, maybe you've been thinking to kind of spruce up your center's marketing and you're not quite sure how to do that, we actually offer a few packages from 1 month plans to done for you services. I will put some links in the show notes. Make sure you check those out. If you are listening and you're running a small in-home and you are really in need of marketing help, but you cannot afford agency prices, then you would be a great fit for our school community. You can try it out for free for 7 days, and then it's a very small fee after that every single month. We actually send you a social media content strategy to follow every single morning. And there's also marketing tutorials, marketing help. And that's where I hang around and answer all marketing questions. So again, check the links in the show notes to get some more information. I hope that you guys are enjoying these weekly shorter podcast episodes. Let me know in the comments if you are enjoying them. Reach out to me if you have any questions concerning marketing. Other than that, I hope that this blesses you and your business. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye for now.